Hello friends, welcome in today's lecture. Today we will see the concept of cookie. First see the definition of the cookie. A cookie is a small piece of information that is persisted between the multiple client requests. A cookie has a name or single value and having optional attributes such as a comment, path and domain qualifier, maximum age and a version number. So a cookie is a small piece of information that can be left on a computer by other computer when we access an internet. The Java x.servlet.htp cookie class provides the functionality of using the cookies, and it provides a lots of useful methods for cookie. So cookie can provide the multiple methods for accessing the cookies, and also it is a small piece of information that can be left on a computer by other computer when we can access an internet. So generally this information is left on your computer by some advertising agencies on the internet, and using the information stored in the cookie, this advertising agency can keep track your internet usage and also liking your users. So for the application like on a online purchase system, once you enter your personal information such as a name or email ID, then it can be reminded by this system with the help of the cookie. So cookie contains all the information, and sometimes cookie are very much helpful for accessing any type of data. And in the cookie can have some optional attribute such as a comment, path and domain qualifier, maximum age and version number. So now next see the constructors of the cookie class. There are two constructors in the cookies. First is cookie. This constructor creates a cookie. The cookie class is used to create a cookie in a servlet. And second constructor having two parameter or argument, that is cookie string name and string value. This constructor creates a cookie with the specified name and value. So these two are the constructors of the cookie class. Next see how cookie works. By default each request is considered as a new request. Means client can request multiple times, but each request considered as a new request in the cookie. So in the cookies technique, we add the cookie with the response from the servlet. So cookie is stored in the cache of the browser. So each cookie is stored into the cache browser, and after that if request is sent by the user, cookie is added with request by the default in the web browser. And this we organize the user as a old user. So cookie consider each request as a new request, and each request stored into the web browser, and also we add the cookies response from the servlet, and after that if request is sent by the user, cookie is added with the request by the web browser. So this figure shows the how cookies works. Browser send a request to a server, then server send the response to the browser adding the cookies. After that next time browser send the request to the server adding his cookies. So all the time we sending the request to the server considered as a new request. Next see the types of the cookies. There are two types of the cookies in the servlet. First is non-persistent cookie and second is persistent cookie. See the first one, what is the non-persistent cookie? Non-persistent cookie, it is valid for a single session only. It is removed each time when the user closes the browser. So the non-persistent cookie is valid for only a single session. When the browser is closed, that time the non-persistent cookie also removed from the browser. So it is not valid for the second session. It is valid for only a single session, and it is removed from each time when user closes the browser. Next method is persistent cookie. It is valid for multiple sessions, and it is not removed each time when the user closes the browser. It is removed only if the user log out or sign out. So persistent cookie, it is valid for the multiple sessions. So suppose user can close the browser, but persistent cookie is valid and it is again open, but in non-persistent cookie it is removed from the each time when user closes the browser, and in persistent cookie it is not removed when user closes the browser. It is removed from only if the user log out or sign out. These two are the types of the cookie. First is non-persistent cookie and second is persistent cookie. Next, see the useful methods of the cookies class. First method is public void set max age having argument in expiry. This method sets the maximum age of the cookies in the seconds. Second method is public string get name. This method returns the name of the cookie and the name cannot be changed after creation. So get name method is used to return the name of the cookies, and once you give the name to the cookie, then you cannot change the cookie's name. Next method is public string get value. This method returns the value of the cookie. Fourth method is public void set name having argument string name. This method is used to change the name of the cookie. So if you want to change the name of the cookie, that time the set name method is used. Fifth method is public void set value having argument string value. This method changes the value of the cookies. Next method is public void add cookie having argument cookie ck. This method is used. This method is in a form of HTTP servlet response interface and is used to add the cookie in the response object. So add cookie method is also used in the HTTP servlet response interface, and the use of the add cookies method is to add the cookie in the response object. And the last method is public cookie get cookies. This method returns the array of the cookies, and this method also present in the HTTP servlet request interface and is used to return all the cookies from the browser. So the return type of this is in array. So all the cookies in the browser can be returned by using the method get cookies. These are the methods of the cookies class. Next, see the syntax of how to create a cookie. For creating a cookie, you can use the syntax. First, create object of the cookie. Cookie ck is equal to new cookie having argument user, comma, second argument, that is first argument is a string name and second argument is string value. So if you want to create a cookie using the second constructor, that is constructor having two arguments. First argument is string name. This is the string name, and second argument is string value. This syntax creates the cookie, and second is response.add cookie. The add cookie method is used to add the cookie in the response. So response is an object of the response. Response.add cookie ck is the object of the cookie. So this syntax add the cookies in the response. So these two statements defines the how to create the cookie. For creating a cookie, you can use these two statements. Then next point is how to delete the cookie. Let us see simple code to delete the cookie. It is mainly used to log out or sign out the user. Once the create a cookie, then if you want to delete the cookie, that time we use the statement that cookie ck is equal to new cookie having two parameters, that is string name and string value. So for deleting the value of the cookies. Then for changing the maximum age to the 0 second, use the syntax ck.setMaxAge. The setMaxAge here, this method is used to set the maximum age of the cookies in the seconds. So here we use the setMaxAge method to changing the maximum age to the 0 seconds. ck is an object of the cookie. And after that add the cookie in the response using the response object dot add cookie method. So response dot add cookies object. This statement defines the adding the cookie in the response. So this syntax defines how to delete the cookies. And the delete cookie method is used when user want to log out or sign out. That time the delete cookie statement is used. Next is how to get cookies. If you want to get the cookies details, that time use these statements. First, create an array of the cookies. Cookie ck array is equal to request.getCookies. Then in for statement for int I is equal to 0, I is less than ck dot length and I plus plus, and in that print the using the get name we can get the name of the cookie, and using the get value method if you want to get the or return the value of the cookie, that time get value method is used. So in the print statement we use the two method get name and get value. These two method print the name and value of the cookies, and here we use the array. So this method, this for loop returns all the cookies present in the browser. So these statements defines the how to get the cookies. Next is see simple example of the servlet cookies. See here, this figure shows the, in that figure this is the example of the cookies. We are storing the, this example shows we are storing the name of the user in the cookie object and accessing it another servlet. And as we know well that session corresponds to the particular user. So if you access it from too many browsers with the different value, you will get the different values. So first see, for accessing the cookies data, we need to create a first two program Java file. See here, this figure shows first, this is the HTML page. Here we give the attribute name and text field. Then here go is in a button. Then after clicking on a go button, this passes to the first program, that is servlet program 1, and in that page we display the web browser on welcome user and having one button go, and when user clicking on the go button, it goes to the second program of the servlet and print the hello user. So in the cookies we need to create a two Java programs. So the main use of the cookies is to access the data from the another web browsers, and cookies can save the some little information that can left on your computer by the other computer. Now see, for creating a cookies program we need to write three programs. First our HTML code, then second the servlet program which will be set the cookies and take the value entered by the HTML forms. So in the first servlet program you get the value entered in the HTML code, and in the another servlet program which help us to view the cookies. So for performing the cookies program, we need to write 3 programs, 1 HTML code and 2 Java files. Let us see one example of the cookies, how actually cookie works. First see the HTML file. In that I am opening the forms. Form action is equal to the page name is servlet1, method is post. Here we use the method post. Then title is enter the value for the my cookies. After that name, input type is text and name is username. So text is nothing but the text field. So input type is text field and text field having name is username. After that input type submit. Submit is nothing but the button and value is go, and close the form. This is our HTML code. Next see the first servlet program. This is the first cookie program. The name is first servlet. First import the packages, 3 packages, import java.io.star, import javax.servlet.star and import javax.servlet.htp.star. After importing the packages, create a class first servlet extend HTTP servlets. Then in the do post method having 2 argument, HTTP servlet request and HTTP servlet response. Then in the try block set content type method is used, response.set content type text and HTML. Then print writer method is used, print writer out is equal to response.get writer. Print writer method is used to print the message. So using the print writer object we can write the statement into the browser. Then string n is equal to request.get parameter username. Get parameter method is used to get the value of the particular username. Then print out.println welcome plus n. N is a string variable. So when you entering the username into the text field, that will be written or store into the string and that pass into the welcome plus your username. Then after that create an object of the cookie ck is equal to new cookie username comma uname comma n. This is the constructor, cookie constructor having 2 argument, string name and string value. This statement defines the how to create a cookie. Then next add the cookie in the response using the response dot add cookie ck. After that creating the submit button onto the servlet web browser page, and for that use the first action servlet to method post, then input type is submit, value is go and output out.println form close. Then print writer method also close. In the catch exception e system.out.println e. Then save the code first servlet.java. This is the first cookie program. Then second cookie program having name second servlet.java. First import the 3 packages, then public class second servlet extends HTTP servlet. In the do post method use the set content type method and also print writer object. Then create a cookie object and using the get cookie method create the cookie. Then after that print the statement hello plus ck array dot get value. So the get value method returns the value of the cookies. Then after that close the print writer object in the catch exception E system.out.println E. Then complete the catch block, complete the class, save the code sanketservlet.java. These two are the programs. First program, see here, first servlet, this cookies program which will set the cookies and take the value entered by the your HTML form. So this code represents the or get the HTML form, value of the HTML form. So first, when you run the cookies program, this first servlet program return the value of the HTML forms, and the second servlet program, this program help us to view the cookies. So first run the program. Both program must be compiled. The Java file, Java file is compiled using in the command prompt. And also one thing remember, for creating the cookies program, you also follow the directory structure, and for that your program stored into the XAMPP server, Tomcat, web apps, and in the web app create a folder cookies. I am creating the folder cookies. Then in that create a folder web.inf. In that classes folder is there, and in classes folder you save your Java files. So for cookie also you follow the same steps or directory structure as follow in the servlet program. And web.xml file stored into the web.inf folder, and in the created folder, cookies folder, you save your HTML file. This is the directory structure to save your Java file and HTML file. After saving the programs, you need to first compile the both Java files. See here, after compiling the Java file, the class file is created. Our two Java file is there, first servlet and second servlet. Then after compiling the both Java file, here create a class file. So after compiling the Java files, we start the first start the XAMPP server. Then open the browser, and in browser click the localhost. My folder localhost :8080 Blackbird Chat. My folder name is cookies, and my HTML page name is index.html. Then click the enter. See here, this program is first page is open. This is the HTML page. See here, HTML code first. In the HTML code, the message is displayed in the browser. Enter the value for the my cookie. This enter the value for my cookie. Then one text is there, and having name is user. Having name is name, and input type submit. Having value is go. So at the time of the run your program, we get the first this window. This is the your HTML window or HTML code output. So first enter the name. Suppose I am entering the name Pooja. Then click on a go button. Okay. See here, the message is displayed, welcome Pooja, and one button is there. So when you click on a HTML go button, you transfer into the second page, that is our first servlet program. See here, servlet 1, and in that here we display the println statement welcome +n. +n is nothing but the username, and in username I pass the text value. Here username is the name of the text field. So in the text field I am given the name Pooja. So that will be fetched in the first servlet program and using the add cookie method. Okay, so here print the message welcome plus n. Plus n is nothing but the name of your text field, and text field name is username, and in that text field I am entering the Pooja. So here display the message welcome Pooja. Okay, then after that using the add cookie method, add the cookie in the response. Then this statement indicate that the second servlet page. Here this is the servlet 1 page. Then when you click on a go button, you divert into the second servlet, that is servlet 2 page, and in that you get the output, this second Java program output. So here I am click on a go button, then here print the message hello Pooja, and the page URL is servlet 2. So when you click on a go button in a servlet 1 page, you divert in the second servlet page and print the message hello Pooja, and for that the second servlet program is run, and in that we print the message hello ck array get value. Same, the get value method is used, or it returns the value of the cookies. So this is the sample program of the cookie.